And welcome back. It's now time for our cooking segment. We're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One in the kitchen, and we have a very special cooking segment today because I'm going to say this is a famous recipe that we're going to share with you. We've altered it just a little bit, but we'll let you know in a couple minutes where you can get the recipe and possibly meet some famous people. But first, we have Alana Preussner here. She's been here a couple of times, so welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased to be here.
And we brought in a helper for you who's going to chop up some mushrooms here in a minute. And his name is Chad Knurk. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And both of you are from Truman State University. We'll be talking about an upcoming charity event and dinner that you, the viewer, can attend if you like to do so. But first, let's just do the favorite thing of the morning, which is cooking. So
Absolutely.
We are going to be making mushrooms in a cream sauce, correct?
That's absolutely right. And you know I teach English at Truman. I want you all to think of Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
I want you to think about the fall of the House of Usher. And I want you to think about fungus.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect. And that's exactly what we're doing today.
Basically what we're doing is starting with a number of different kinds of mushrooms.
Okay.
Yes, you can use just plain button mushrooms. Chad has some over here, and you just slice them up. What we're going to do is melt 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter in a large pan. You need a very wide skillet for this. And you slice up your mushrooms, you melt 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
And when you let it melt down, and when the foam subsides, right, that means the butter is at its hottest, it's just about to burn, you put in your mushrooms.
Okay.
And what I'm using is the button mushrooms that Chad has over there.
All right.
I'm using dried shiitake mushrooms.
Okay.
This is a dried mushroom. It looks like a little tiny hockey puck. You rehydrate them in boiling water for 4 or 5 minutes, or in hot water
Interesting.
for half an hour.
Okay.
You can just keep these in your pantry. They're wonderful.
All right.
We're also going to use a portobello mushroom.
Okay.
A lot of people see these in the store and freak out because they don't know what to do with them. What you do in this preparation is you have to make sure you clean it. These little numbers underneath here, these little things are called gills. They're very dark colored.
And you want to get rid of those.
And you want to get rid of them. You scrape them out with a spoon, just like that, and discard them.
Okay.
And then you're going to slice up the mushroom cap.
So we're going to have Samantha do that. We're going to have Chad slice up these mushrooms, and I'm just going to sit here and do what I do best, watch you cook food.
Smell them. They smell so
They
good.
smelled, you know, and just recently, I would say in the last couple months, I have found a new love for mushrooms. I used to not really care for them, but my mom's sauteed some mushrooms and onions in a pan with some butter, and it is like my new favorite dish.
They're absolutely delicious, and this is so simple. Now, watch
Be
your
careful.
I'm going a little slow.
Samantha.
I'm taking my time here.
Move your fingers out of the way,
Yeah.
please.
You're
Fingers are
doing-
good.
You're doing beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's excellent.
Okay.
That's excellent. All right, so we're just going to put all those mushrooms in here, and these will cook for just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
The basic idea here, as I said, you need a large pan. The reason you're doing that is that you want the mushrooms to saute. You don't want them to steam.
Okay.
If the mushrooms steam, they'll get all kind of watery, and they won't taste the best. But like this, boy, this is great. I would really strongly suggest that everybody try out different kinds of mushrooms. You can make this with just the simple button mushrooms that you buy in the store, but if you want to branch out a little bit, that would be great.
Okay.
You can find porcinis, you can find shiitakes, sometimes you can even find dried morels in the store. Or if you're really an inveterate fungus hunter and you know what you're doing and will not kill yourself, you can
Then go mushroom hunting.
You can definitely forage.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this dish is from the section of Vincent and Mary Price's cookbook about various different food spots around the world. They were foodies before foodies were cool.
And the actual book is called A Treasury of Great Recipes.
Absolutely.
And this is one of the recipes out of that book.
Yes, it's from the Harrods Food Hall
Okay.
part, and this is one of my favorite places in London. I used to teach in the Missouri-London program. You know, the fabulous, expensive Harrods department store. I once tried to buy a little key case from a very famous maker that makes plaid clothing you may know about.
Yes.
It cost much more than I could possibly afford. So I went downstairs to the food hall, my kind of place. And there is the most amazing array of produce and meat and oysters and everything. So this is inspiring.
Okay.
For me.
Perfect.
All right.
So what we'll do is we'll continue doing this, and then when we come back, we'll show off the finished product, and we'll talk about more about the cookbook, about a charity event that you can attend and meet Vincent and Mary Price's daughter, Victoria, correct?
Absolutely.
She's coming to Truman State University. So we'll have more information coming up right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture in Carpet One in the kitchen with Alana Preussner and special guest Chad Knurk. And we just made a mushrooms in cream sauce courtesy of Vincent Price and Mary Price with their cookbook, A Treasury of Great Recipes. And in fact, we are going to let you know how you can get your hands on that cookbook and even meet their daughter Victoria, which she will be actually coming to Truman State University for a special appearance, correct?
Yes, she is. It's going to be a very big event.
All right, so before we went to break, we showed how to saute the mushrooms, and then during the break, you added some cream to make it that heavy cream sauce, and then this is the final product. You also added some ingredients on top. Really quickly talk about that.
Okay. First of all, we seasoned with salt and pepper, very simply. And then for service, we're jazzing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So my lovely assistant Chad is going to grate a tiny bit of nutmeg on the top. Mushrooms taste wonderful with nutmeg. Don't do too much with this. That's perfect.
Okay.
And don't grate your knuckles. What I've done is just garnished with a little bit of chopped parsley from my garden.
Okay.
A little bit of paprika to make it look pretty.
Okay.
And
Some
we also
toast.
have some toast points.
All right.
Basically, just really good white bread, toasted, whacked into triangles.
Perfect.
Very simple.
And what we'll do is we'll post this delicious recipe on our website at ktvo.com on the Good Morning Heartland Features tab at the top of the homepage. Now, we brought Chad in here today to talk about the special charity event, and when I say charity, it is for charity, and it's raising money for a scholarship that is put on by Vincent Price. So go ahead and talk about the connection between Vincent Price, which is obviously, if you don't know, a very legendary film actor back in the 60s and 70s, but he has a connection to Truman State University.
That's right. In 1961, he came and was a part of the Lyceum series, and he continued to come back over the years, and in 1984 established the Vincent Price Theatrical Performance Scholarship. So we're having a charity dinner. It's the 50th anniversary of A Treasury of Great Recipes, and it's also the 30th anniversary of his homecoming visit. So at homecoming, we're having a charity dinner to raise money for a scholarship.
And that is actually taking place next week, and I understand that tickets are still available. So if people would like to come to this event and actually meet his daughter, she will be in attendance, correct?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so I reached out to Victoria, and we kind of came up with this idea to create a dinner based around the cookbook. And yeah, she'll be in town on October 8th.
Okay.
And we are past the RSVP date, but we realized that we have some room for some more people. So there are 30 spots remaining if anyone would like to join us.
Okay. And again, the money raised for the event goes towards that scholarship, correct?
That's right. We're going to have some great incentives available for people if they make donations at a certain level.
All right, perfect. And of course, the cookbook will also be available, correct?
That's right.
All right. So what we'll do to make it easier for everybody is we'll post everything on our website at ktvo.com. Again, thank you so much, Alana, for coming on.
My great pleasure.
And thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
And thank you, Samantha, for filling in.
I do what I can.
All right.
Wonderful chopping. Thank you.
And of course, you can find everything on our new website at ktvo.com. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope you have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the great outdoors with the great weather. And we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.